The next post. The continuation of the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America in Congress, July 4th, 1776. He, the faker King George III, a Satanist, yes, he is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the work of death, desolation, and tyranny, already begun with the circumstances of cruelty and perfidy scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages, and totally unworthy the head of a civilized nation. He has constrained our fellow citizens taken captive on the high seas. He has constrained our fellow citizens taken captive on the high seas to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands. Yes, when Shane was here explaining his abduction or removal of the children for their safety from the home, he said he was trying to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny. He said a lot of bizarre things to me before the police, the sheriffs, arrived, which supported him and almost got me kicked to the road. I remember at least twice an officer asking me to remove myself from my home, my possessions, my papers, and where my persons were supposed to be when I came home, including my cat. Let's continue. He, the faker, has excited domestic insurrections among us and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers the merciless Indian savages whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. I've given up being humble about this. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant. It is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts of the legislator to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voices of justice, of the consanguinity. We must therefore acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation, and hold them as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace, friends. It sounds eerily familiar, Britain. We the people. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America and General Congress, assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world, which would be God, for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from the allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as a free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do, just like independent people should have the right to do. I don't know. Where's my slavery papers except my marital certificate? And you abolished in 1987 having a DNA test to prove whether or not you're too close on the family tree. So when I got married in 1995, I couldn't ascertain whether or not he was too close in the family tree because Margaret Helen Hilcher Stahl and Beth Margaret, her daughter, wanted it abolished so that Elizabeth Margaret, could become a Higgins. And also to make sure that it was prepped for me that I would be marrying Shane Tyler Propert. I will continue and finish. And for the support of this declaration, with the firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. If this divorce costs me my life, like it's cost me the primary sole custody of my children, and it does state in the New York order, the children, I am willing to lose my life over this. I've already lost my children. I've lost my cat. I've lost possessions and papers out of this home that night. I am losing my fortunes. I might not make it to the end because I don't have any more money. And they're trying to take away the money that does support me so I can go out and be social with you all. That's so important to me. I will never lose my sacred honor because my honor is not removable. You can slander me, you can shame me, you can frame me, you can blame me, you can be a candlestick maker, up me, down me, whatever. You're not going to change me. I will not lose my honor, but you can try to take it away. By shaming me in court, by forcing me to have a Gail, Amy Jonitis, that I don't want to have. And to have to pay for her fees when I'm on state aid, I believe is a crime. And yes, this is called free speech. Check out your Constitution and your amendment rights. Peace out. Now you got the information on what it is that Satanists like to do. But you have to use this and connect the dots a little bit to figure it out. Go we the people. Go the crowns of the globe, especially Britannia. Peace out.